everybody, Rivet here. Welcome back to the Hacienda's Kitchen. Today we are making something delicious. We are making roasted vegetable soup. What we have here set up is we have 3 stems of celery washed and attractively sliced. We have 2 medium to large white onions. We have 1 large green bell pepper diced up. We have 3 carrots. We have 1 russet potato, skin on, well scrubbed, and we have 4 parsnips chunked up. Everything is cut up to about a 1-inch dice, so it'll brown nicely. What I've done here is I've combined the carrots, turnips, and potato with a generous amount of olive oil till they're all coated, and then I'm going to pour it all into a roasting pan, which I've shot with pan spray. I'm going to roast 1 head of garlic in the garlic roaster, and we're going to need that in the soup as well. And while the root vegetables are roasting, we are going to put the onions and some olive oil in the saucepan, and we're going to caramelize them. Okay, after about 40 minutes or so, the vegetables are nicely browned, so we're going to take them out and put them in a bowl off to the side. And meanwhile, the onions are still caramelizing. Okay, the onions are about caramelized enough, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove them off the heat and set them off to the side here to cool for now. Alright, so now we're going to make the broth. This is Rivet's take on roasted vegetable soup, and I'm going to use fish broth. We made this back in February, and it's been in the freezer. And this is going to be a kind of Mediterranean type take. And I'm going to add some shellfish to this too. And we're also going to add a quart of canned tomatoes. This is dated 10 July of this past summer. So these are from the garden. And that's going to add a nice flavor to the soup. And to this I'm going to start out with 1 teaspoon of sea salt and 1 teaspoon of coarse black pepper. Now as this heats up, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of crushed red pepper flakes. We're going to add the bell pepper that's chopped and the celery, as well as that roasted garlic that I've taken out of the skin. We're going to add there, and we're going to bring this up to a nice simmer, and we are going to cook these vegetables until they just start getting tender. Okay, now that we've got this simmering nicely, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of dried sage, a 1/4 teaspoon of dried tarragon, and about a 1/2 teaspoon at the top of oregano. And these 3 herbs are going to complement the root vegetables that we have roasted and will be adding shortly. We're going to put the oven roasted vegetables in there and stir them in. And we are also going to add the caramelized onions. Now those oven roasted vegetables are not cooked all the way through, and just let them heat through at a simmer for about another 10 minutes, and that should complete the cooking, and they'll be fine. Delightful. Alright, after a couple minutes, it's warm. What I have here is a package of cooked and cleaned mussels, and they're essentially heat and eat, but they're frozen. So I'm going to put them in there, and we're going to let them heat through and warm up through with the soup. That'll probably take 5 minutes, and then we're ready to eat. It's that simple and that fast. Forgot to add that when we add the mussels, we have a generous cup of chopped up green scallions, which we'll mix in and give a nice little oniony crunch for the finished flavor in there. Nice bowl of soup here, and we've got some of my rustic bread on the side, and oh, it looks and smells so wonderful. Delicious. Let's give it a try. Let's see, I hope I don't burn myself. It's kind of hot, but bright flavors. The onions the roasted vegetables. Here's some roasted carrot with parsley. Oh, yeah. Let me get some of that turnip. Turnip and potato. Alright. Oh my. Wonderful. Touch of acidity from the tomatoes. Oh, beautiful lingering seafood in the background. Definitely a winter's meal. Get that warming action in your belly. And I can't wait to dip some of this bread in that soup. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Oh, this is what this bread's made for. Oh my goodness. That is... Alright, here's the pot. Oh yeah. Come on over, people. We got plenty. Let's eat.